Tattoos. Body art or self-harm? Beautiful or ugly? Whatever our opinion of them, over 30% of adults in the UK now have one. Some celebrate their 40th birthday with one. Others get one when they separate from their partners. Some have one, some have a couple, some have a sleeve. Some take it to the extreme and become something different altogether. For some, it becomes an obsession. I went to Liverpool to talk to tattooist and self-proclaimed robot slayer Dan Gold about his obsession with tattoos.
It's a little sperm cell with horns. It's meant to be a big snake going around. I didn't know how much it hurt. So it's meant to be a big snake going around my arm, and then when I realised how much it hurt, it turned into a tiny little sperm cell. Oh, totally, yeah. It's a total addiction, yeah. I think any kind of changing your body and realising that you don't have to accept what you look like. You know what I mean? I think like when you grow up, I think everyone maybe struggles to a certain degree with what they're dealt with and having to accept that and grow into what you got. And then when you realise that maybe you don't have to accept that and you can actually change that, it becomes a bit of an obsession. I love my skin to be preserved. I think it's a shame to bury it or burn it or whatever's going to happen. You know what I mean? I mean, I've signed my whole body away in the hope that some medical student would go and keep in that arm. You know what I mean? And I end up as something, you know what I mean? In a student's residence on a mantelpiece, you know, yeah. I would never go on holidays with my mates to Ibiza and stuff because I just didn't feel that, you know, I wasn't feeling very comfortable with my body and stuff. You know what I mean? Both my brothers are big bodybuilders and I was just thought, well, you know, my arms are not that big and stuff. And now, the slightest bit of sun, and I'll have my top off, you know what I mean? Posing around like some kind of idiot. But it just made me really proud of how I look, and I think it can be something really positive. I think you have to be careful it doesn't turn into something negative. And yeah, I think sometimes I've seen body modifications that verges on self-harm. And I think that you just got to keep a check on that, and it's certainly something that I wouldn't want to be part of.
Perfection. Number 12. Add 1, 13. Chaos prevails.
But the 13 is quite an interesting thing because 12 is the perfect number. 12 in any kind of religious writing stands for perfection. It stands for law and order. And if you add 1 to perfection, you get chaos and anarchy. I'm different because I've never really been into that whole, you go to tattoo conventions and it's like, you know what I mean, I want to be different like everyone else, or, you know, like I always think that everyone wants to be an individual, but they all seem to want to be the same individual. You know, everyone looks like sailors all of a sudden, which is this year's trend. Yeah. And then beforehand, everyone looked like tribal kind of people and it's always been like that, and I've always tried to be really stand out and look as little as a tattooist or as little as that kind of group of people. It's like all the girls look like 1950s pin-ups. It's like, you know what I mean? You know, the whole industry, the whole thing about tattooing and marking your body was about standing out and being different, you know what I mean? But they all want to be different together, and I find that really weird. Welcome to Dan Can. This is my way to work. So here we are with the local police. Say hi to the camera. Hi. turn the cameras on the crew. When you see I'm all alone, it's not really true. There's all these people behind me. Glorious Liverpool. I think Liverpool is probably one of the friendliest places I've ever been in my life, which is quite bizarre because it's got this kind of hard image and edge, and everyone's, you know what I mean, that happens all the time. It's so friendly, you know what I mean? And they say graffiti is vandalism.